Salam sejahtera, Doctor. We are from Group 4, Session 1. Today, we would like to present about the Top Growth Corporation. Are our group member. We have 5 members in our group.
Good day everyone. Today I will present an overview of supply chain management with a focus on Top Growth Corporation BERHAD. Supply chain management is a crucial part of the global manufacturing industry. It helps companies to improve production efficiency, reduce costs, and deliver product and service to customers effectively. Through effective management, procurement, production, logistics, and sales, companies can achieve better productive quality, higher service level, and greater customer satisfaction. For Top Glove, supply chain management allows real-time tracking, flexible operation, and better market competitiveness that helping the company to use resources wisely and support sustainable development.
Sejahtera, Dr. K and my friend. My name is Chulini from Group 4. Today, I would like to present about Top Growth Company supply chain structure, key stakeholder, and the objective. Firstly, supply chain is a core structure of company operation, and the concept of the supply chain is how the raw material transform into the finished product and ultimately reaching the customer. For the next, I would like to explain the supply chain structure of the Top Growth. Top Growth of the supply chain structure involves the raw material, supplier, manufacturer, distributor, retailer, and the customer. Top Growth supply chain start with sourcing raw material like nutrients, latex, mainly from Southeast Asia, and synthetic nitrates from places like China and Japan. And then the raw material will send to the supplier, and the supplier will provide material to the manufacturer, where there are processes using advanced automation for efficiency. Next, finished goods are sent to big warehouse and logistic company. The company prepare and delivery to retailer like hospital and pharmacy around the world. Finally, customer buy the goods and use them in their life and work, especially in healthcare. This smart supply chain structure help Top Growth stay efficient, maintain quality, and serve people globally. For the next, I would like to present about the key stakeholder. Stakeholder also play an important role. First is employee. Employee drive operation and help the company success globally. Secondly is supplier. Supplier support supply chains and production hub and investor, building trust and enabling innovation. The third is the customer. Customers are at the center of the Top Growth, and meeting their needs strengthen the Top Growth long-term relationship. On the other hand, shareholders and investors also as a key stakeholders because they provide important finance support and guidance for government. They're helping to ensure the company operate responsibly and sustainably. For non-government organization is important partner that provide advice on social and environment aspect. For the next is media. Media also as a key stakeholders because they influence on Top Growth reputation. Lastly is the industry associated, provide the different market and the policy insight. In short, strong relationship with all these stakeholders are what truly power a successful company like Top Growth. The following is objective of Top Growth. Top Growth is aimed to provide reliable, high-quality growth affordably and using eco-friendly material. Their goal is global leadership in the latex growth industry, balancing cost effectiveness with environment and social responsibility. Following that, I would like to present about key challenges affecting the supply chain performance. First point of key challenge is delayed transportation of goods and rising freight rate. The COVID-19 pandemic severely disrupted the global shipping, making it incredibly difficult for product to reach customer on time. We also can see that the prolonged delivery delayed due to issues like too many ships in port and insufficient container. In 2022, the cost rise to very high level that affecting the Top Growth ability to deliver product efficiency and ultimately impact their profit. Even lead to the customer consider to cancel the order. This clearly show their supply chain's vulnerability and extreme sensitive to the shipping cost. Secondly, the key challenge of top growth supply chain performance is labor, and right of laborers as well as model issue. The company relies on a large workforce of grassroots and migrants, and unfortunately, they have faced accusation for human rights abuse, including false labels practice. The next key point of the key challenge affecting the supply chain performance is fluctuating supply and demand. Initially, during the pandemic COVID-19, there was massive demand for disposable growth. This leaves the top growth rapidly ramp up the production and extend the capacity. However, as the pandemic eased, demand returned to normal and creating a substantial oversupply in market. This oversupply resulting in two major issues. Firstly is excessive inventory and underutilized production capacity. Consequently, the average selling price of goods declined sharply, intensifying competition, especially for manufacturers with lower production costs. Ultimately, this situation has put large pressure on top growth profitability. It underscores the critical need for agile and flexible supply chain management to adapt swiftly and to change market conditions and maintain the finance stability. This is all for me. Thank you.
Salam sejahtera, Doctor. My name is Tan Jingwen. Matrix number AP230442. So I'd like to explain the parts of top glove competitive supply chain strategy. So for the first one is cost leadership strategy. It focuses on large-scale production and automation to reduce the cost. In-house management of raw material sourcing, manufacturing and distribution, and also the investment in energy efficient and sustainable technologies. For the next one is product diversification. Top glove expanded beyond gloves to include face masks, condoms, dental dams, and so on. That reduces business risk and taps into the broader demand for PPE products. The third strategy is global expansion strategy. Top gloves exports to over 195 countries, included US, Europe, Middle East, and also Asia. Top glove executions and partnership to the strengthen global presence. Strategic manufacturing location is in the Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, and China. Furthermore, the innovation and research and development aspect, continuous product improvements, especially glove thickness, allergen reduction from the Top Glove company. Top Glove enhanced features to meet needs of healthcare, food, and industrial sector. Last but not least, the sustainability and corporate social responsibility. Top Glove complies with ESG and international level organization standards. They improve the labor practices and working conditions, responded to criticism and reforms. For example, abolishing recruitment. So for the next one is the analysis of strategy between business and supply chain. For the first one is vertical integrations. Top Glove owns chemical plants for key raw materials to minimize reliance on third parties and control costs. Secondly, automation and technology. Automated production lines reduce labor dependency and errors. It supports efficiency and consistent product quality. Thirdly, for the geographic diversification. Multiple production hubs reduce logistics risks and ensures better service to global markets. For the last one is responsiveness to challenges. It addresses forced labor allegations with policy changes and compliance. It strengthens ethical sourcing and corporate responsibility. That's all from my part. Thank you.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Arif Imran. So I'm gonna talk about top glove key metrics. which is Top Glove Corporation BERHAD evaluates in supply chain performance using several key metrics, which is I found five several key for metrics that Top Glove show, which is first is operational efficiency, responsiveness, sustainability, order fulfillment rate, and lastly is reliability in meeting customer demand. So, one of the primary metrics in the order fulfillment rate, which is measure the percentage of customer orders delivered on time and in full. So, the company reliability in meeting customer demand, which is inventory turnover, is another important indicator that showing how efficiently the company manage and replenish its inventory in relation to sales. So, related to the fulfillment rate, they they offer the on-time delivery rate, which means that shipments reach customer as promised and a critical factor in maintaining customer satisfaction. So next is we're gonna talk about the top glove impact of key drivers. There is three main key drivers of the high impact for the top glove company, which is first facility, transportation, and lastly is sourcing. For the facilities, the top glove manufacturing plants and distribution center are crucial for production capacity and delivery speed. With their over 40 manufacturing facility mainly in Malaysia, Thailand and Vietnam, the strategic location and scale of these facilities affect the company's ability to meet global demand efficiently. So for the transportation, is another key of drivers that high impact for the top glove company, which is particularly for a company with a vast international customer base. So the efficiency of outbound logistic through the sea or air directly affects delivery lead time and cost. So any disruption such as port congestion and rising fuel price can significantly impact the performance. So for the sourcing, top glove use so much source and the material cost with cheap cost and also the easy for top glove to get the all the raw material from the supplier. Thank you.
My name is Hatibul Umam and I will present about online retailing and supply chain coordination. Togglers move into online retailing has completely changed how its supply chain operates. Unlike the traditional model with bulk, schedule order, online retailing demands a much faster and more responsive supply chain. Now, departments like production, procurement, and customer service must stay perfectly in synchronized, which is in real time, to handle individual and small orders. This is even more challenging when we consider that Top Glove is now selling through multiple platforms, including its website, marketplace like Shopee, Lazada, and mobile apps. It's clear that supply chain coordination is no longer just a back-end task, but it's now a strategic enabler of the company's success in digital markets. E-commerce and omnichannel retailing are key trends that shaping the Top Glove supply chain. Traditionally, Top Glove sold in large B2B volumes, but today it is expanding into D2C, or with what we call a direct to customer, such as through platforms like Shopee, Lazada, and its own web portal. This approach has bring several benefits, such as broader market access and stronger control over branding. But it also demands a more flexible supply chain to handle smaller and frequent orders. Omnichannel retailing, which is integrate online and offline sales channels, is helping Top Glove create a consistent customer experience. But however, this transition also requires investment in technology, training, and cybersecurity in order to adapting to complex global logistics. With these new opportunities has also come a new challenges. First, online demand is very unpredictable, which is it has been influenced by market trends, promotions, and even public health events. Second, managing inventory across multiple channels require a perfect synchronization, otherwise customer may face stockouts or delays. Third, supplier risk will remain, which is especially since top global sources materials is globally and must comply with strict ethical standards. Technology integration is another challenge, which is as although the system may not fully support seamless online operation. And finally, last mile delivery, which is especially for small consumer orders, it has been costly and logistically complex, including to handling their returns. To stay competitive, Top Glove should have taken several steps. As example, the first one is Top Glove should invest in advanced supply chain technologies, which is as an example, Top Glove should using AI and machine learning for a better forecasting and inventory management. The second one is Top Glove should build a digital integration with suppliers for a better coordination and transparency. The third one is partner with the logistics specialists to improve last mile delivery and set up a regional fulfillment centers for a faster service. Internally, Top Glove should foster an agile culture with cross-functional teams that has been trained to handle a dynamic order patterns. And lastly, exploring a blockchain technology, which can further enhance supply chain transparency, in which this is especially important for medical.
Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera to Dr. Key. My name is Adina and I'm going to explain about the sustainability in supply chain. Firstly is the challenges. The first challenge is about the labor and human rights issues. They were accused of forced labor, long working hours and poor worker conditions. Top Glove also faced a US import ban in 2020 due to these concerns. They took a corrective actions, but their reputation were damaged. Secondly is the ESG reputation damage. They were delisted from ESG indices like FTSE for Good Bursa Malaysia, but they were also loss of stakeholder trust due to past violations. And thirdly is the environmental reporting problems. The questionable carbon emission reports such as negative scope 3 emissions. They will also lack transparency and accuracy in sustainability reporting. And lastly is the deforestation and supply chain issues. Challenges in complying with international standards like the Europe Deforestation Regulation, and also the latex supply chain lacks proper tracking and transparency. And next is the recommendation. The first recommendation is about the trace latex sources. They should use the digital tools to track latex origins and ensure compliance with EUDR and labor standards. They should diversify and train suppliers to source from multiple ethical suppliers to reduce risk. They also need to provide ESG training and set shared sustainability goals. And thirdly, they should assess the climate risks, identify the risks like extreme weather and resource shortages. They need to develop local sourcing and backup production plans. And next, they need to create internal ESG compliance teams, such as conduct audits, manage risk, and report transparently. And the last one is to adopt green practices. Use eco-friendly packaging, recycle throughout the supply chain, and also improve the waste of management. In conclusion, Top Glove supply chain is key to its efficiency and competitiveness. Despite challenges like raw material and coordination issues, the company is adapting through technology and sustainability efforts. With real-time data and strong supply chain management, it is well positioned for long-term growth. That's all from our group. Thank you.